Star Report. I'm your host, Star Friday Night. Welcome to the show. All right, two working titles for this particular episode. First, Houston Rodeo announces new dress code policy for all patrons, okay? The Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo, which was founded back in 1931. I've never been to it. Attendance back in 2025 was 2.7 million. So this goes on for days, this particular event, and a lot of performances. Supposedly, this has been a family-oriented event. I don't know about that, because with regards to attire, well, when I was coming up in the 70s, you always had poor white trash wearing no shoes and no shirts. And because of that, they started to implement across America dress codes. You cannot come in here barefoot, and you have to wear, a shirt. But due to what I can only imagine, tell me if I'm wrong, the influx of black people, all the blacks, we have to be honest with ourselves, tore up Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Can I get an amen early? Tore it up. The black bikers that have been going down there over the decades, and then you had black women with the thongs and all those big badunka-dunks, hanging out over the back of the motorcycles. Hey, whoa, 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 whoa. They started implementing dress codes. Now, to be fair, let me ask you a question, because we're also going to talk about Afro Man. He has forgiven the police with regards to his lawsuit. To be fair, are white people down there at that Houston rodeo and livestock show, are they jealous? Are white women concerned about black women coming down there, with those what used to be called Daisy Duke shorts, pom-pom shorts, and all that luscious melanin, all that luscious melanin, and the white boys' heads are turning? Or is it the fighting? In the new updated dress code requirements, all the way down at the bottom, after they address prohibited attire, revealing outfits, undergarments, offensive material, the last one is gang affiliation. Any clothing that has, gang affiliation, from what I guess they may try to assess, And also, objectively speaking, are young black people fighting and shooting? Pow, 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 pow. I've got a couple of videos. We cannot deny that today's culture, urban culture, is violent, contentious, overly aggressive, And, there used to be a time when guys would go to Freaknik and other things looking for girls. We used to look for the brown sugar. Today's generation, they're looking for the ops. Pow, 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 pow. Hispanics as well, and Caucasians. Yes, no, in the live chat. It's not just the blacks, but it seems that young black people have a tendency to shoot more. Am I hitting the nail on the head? I've never been to this Houston event, livestock show. Again, it goes back decades. Also, guys, Chuck Norris has passed away at 86 years of age. I liked him. Chuck Norris, a stellar career. I think his government name was Carlos. Can somebody check? What was he? A Hispanic? He was named Chuck when he was in the Air Force, and he was studying martial arts. Can somebody double check? He may have been a Hispanic, cosplaying as a white man. Either way, I liked him. Many people liked him, and we're going to put some respect on his name. And he spoke highly of Bruce Lee over the decades, and that's something I always liked about him, Chuck Norris, all right? Okay, so that's one of my working titles, the Houston Rodeo, announcing the new dress code policy. Also, guys, Afro Man, I may want to play some of his testimony at the trial, which he won, in case you don't know. Rapper, Afro Man out there in Ohio. He was the defendant, and the police, the detectives who kicked in his door, raided his home, didn't charge him with anything, sued him for $3.9 million. They lost that case. We discussed that last night on the very sloppy show from last night. But he is now saying he forgives them, but he will continue to play the songs that we now know, in the video that has gone super, super viral, okay? All right, hang on a second. Thank you for your support early. Wait a minute, okay. Somebody talking about Return to Forever versus, that's a very good matchup. Let's address that later, because right now I want to focus on the topics, but that's a very, very good matchup. How you guys doing in the live chat? And I do want to address the live chat later. I want you talking crazy, but we have somebody in there who needs to be addressed. All right, a little bit later. Let's get down to business. This is just came out with regards to security, fighting, and all sorts of things down there in Houston, Texas. Let's go.
Some families experienced a scary moment at the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo over the weekend, and security has now been beefed up in the carnival area. Rodeo officials say fights broke out Saturday night, sparking confusion in the crowd and leading them to shut down the carnival early as a precaution. KPRC2's Devin Clark is at NRG Park with a closer look at security for the remainder of the rodeo.
It is a windy, crisp day out here at the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo, but I'm not going to focus on that right now. I want to show you what I'm going to focus on. Check it out. Thousands of people out here having fun. And I can tell you personally, I've been here almost every day since this rodeo season started. And this is indicative of what I've seen. The Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo staff says what happened on Saturday evening is an unfortunate but unusual event. Still, they're not taking it lightly.
The bright lights, the rides, and the food are a big part of the experience at the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. But Saturday night,
we were at the food stands and a bunch of people started running away from the food stands, like a whole group.
The fun was cut short.
They be tripping. The whole rodeo has shut down.
Rodeo officials say fights broke out in the carnival area, causing some people to run and creating confusion among the crowd. Out of caution, the carnival closed early.
We were scared. I mean, our kids have no idea because they don't know what to compare this to. It's our first carnival.
While videos of the fights have gone viral on social media, rodeo officials say this is not an accurate depiction of how nights here go. Still, they say law enforcement and on-site security responded quickly. The organization says it meets daily with law enforcement, and after Saturday night, those conversations are happening at an elevated level. Officials also say they're monitoring social media and deploying additional officers when needed.
Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo officials say that they will continue to work with law enforcement to make sure that the rest of this event goes off without a hitch. And with just 7 days left to rodeo season, they are urging parents to have that conversation with your teenagers about how to conduct themselves. They're also recommending that teens come here with chaperones. And of course, as always, if you see something suspicious, say something. Reporting from NRG Park, Devin Clark, KPRC2 News.
Okay, that's the first video. Fighting, brawling. I don't know if there was any shootings. Are white folks just scared? Scary white people? Phone lines will be open shortly. I feel like talking. I got myself 2 beers. All right. And a little bit later, give me some time. We have to readdress Mama Tina's Gumbo that was shut down by an alleged family member from the Knowles family. It has been reopened. Did you guys know that? Mama Tina's Gumbo. Looked like swamp water, but I've never tasted it. Look in the live chat. You guys up to speed? Mama Tina's Gumbo has reopened. That's part of the the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. Area code 860. Good evening. We're talking about a few topics. Are you there? 860.
Yes, it's Sister Bethy.
Hey.
And I cannot believe you said you did not know me. And I grew up with you. I go way back to star in Buckwild. That's how long I've been supporting you.
Okay, thank
And
you. Well, where you from, baby?
King,
Baby, where you from? Where'd you grow up?
Connecticut. I'm right
I'm not from Connecticut.
from you.
Baby,
I know where you're from.
okay. But you said you grew up with me. I'm not from Connecticut.
What we all did. What was life without Star and Buckwild? Come on.
Okay, you mean you grew up listening to me?
Yes, supporting you.
Thank you, baby. Mwah, I appreciate you. Yeah.
But I'm the wrench hoe of YouTube. In case you didn't know.
Say again, the what?
The wrench hoe of YouTube.
Oh, okay.
Every channel I go to, I get a wrench.
Okay. Well, I don't give out wrenches unless you are
Support the channels that I go to, though.
I appreciate
I don't go to that many channels, just specific ones.
Right. I only have one person.
Might be disrespectful to you.
Baby, can you hear me out? I want to respond to what you're saying. I only have one.
Oh, wait a minute.
I only have one person that has a wrench. I want chaos in the live chat. I'm not trying to regulate the troll babies. So, with all due respect, I appreciate your donation, but I don't have a need for 3 people with wrenches. I want them talking hella crazy.
Okay, I get it. No problem.
All right. Have we met in the past?
Star, every time I call you, you tell me I can't breathe.
Oh, okay.
And all this stuff. And that's not true.
No.
I can breathe.
Maybe you sound fine. I'm just saying, have we met in person? You said we grew up together. I'm just trying to be clear.
No, because I do a lot of legal work, so my life is drained in legal work.
Got you.
So I really don't have a lot of time to socialize.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you just the same. Any knowledge with regards to Mama Tina's Gumbo? It has reopened. They shut it down. Now it's open again.
I heard about it. I'm happy for her. I don't know why they closed it. You saying she has haters. I mean, a woman in her 60s, bringing, business to the community.
Isn't she in her 70s?
See nothing wrong with that. Why did they have it shut down? I don't understand that.
The haters, baby. The haters. The haters.
Oh, okay. Because I like her, and I just think sometimes our people can be very, tough. They can be very hard. I don't know.
Well, listen, means.
Oh, damn! They go to smoke detector.
Do you have a battery? Can you? I'm not in a rush.
Yeah, it's a battery in it, but somebody's doing something to make it go off. I won't say any names.
Okay.
But it's off now.
Okay.
But no, I think that was wrong. But the guy forgiving the cops.
Well, hang on now. Let's go back to Mama Tina's Gumbo.
Oh, okay.
Now there's people who have made videos and the gumbo looks like swamp water. You ever had gumbo?
Oh man, that's not good.
I never tried it. I'm just saying, to me, it looks like swamp water. It looks too brown, too watery. You ever had gumbo?
Oh no. Yes.
Come on.
They might close her again.
I hope not. I hope she stays open.
She better hook up with the black lady from Popeyes to get a little help.
Okay. What type of cigarette?
I can't open a restaurant. Huh?
What type of cigarettes do you smoke, baby?
Newport Light.
Yeah. You've been smoking?
Why? What's wrong? I can breathe.
Hey, babe, I'm just asking. Take it easy. And have you been smoking since high school or middle school?
I'd say more high school. But you know what? I'm still athletic.
Good for you.
What I don't do, I never drunk alcohol. I never drink beer.
Okay.
And I don't drink wine.
Okay.
And that's a fact. I never did drugs in my life.
Good for you. Good for you.
But you know what? This is hereditary in my family. All the women have, deep voice.
Okay.
And it is what it is. It is what it is.
Well, listen, I appreciate you so much. You said you wanted to say something about Afro Man. He forgives the police. He won the lawsuit. What do you want to say, darling?
But I mean, do you think he should forgive the police? Seriously.
Well, I think he should now sue them.
That's what I'm thinking, because if it was the other way around, they would be all on him.
Well,
I think he should file a lawsuit. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Because nobody's going to give him a break, obviously. So I think he should file a lawsuit. I'm tired of the madness. I really am. Now, the dress code in Texas, what's that all about? Pants on the ground?
I'm going to play another video, but listen, I'm getting backed up on calls, so you have a wonderful evening, darling.
Okay, all right.
Thank you.
Nice talking to you.
Thank you, darling.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right. Miss Bethany. At first, she said she grew up with me. That's why I'm like, don't look familiar. There's a couple of melanated girls who I grew up with. Didn't recognize it, but thank you for your donation, darling. Is it Brother Calm? Got your donation. He says the objective perspective. Thank you so much. And to the person who called me brother, sir, if you call back, just don't start the call out like that. It's Friday, and I want us to have a fun, healthy show, but just don't call me brother off the rip, okay? Phone lines are open. If you spent Skrilla, I want to hear from you, sir. You are appreciated. Daryl, I got your donation. Well, sir, Daryl, I don't want to do the brother thing, but do you want to call in? Can I call you brother? And get on who's next, sir? I don't understand your donation. Daryl, call in, man. Salute. Hold on, that's another. Okay, guys, hold on a second. Stacy Galore has spent some Skrilla. Let me make sure I give Stacy Galore a wrench. Hold on. Stacy Galore 404. Everybody hold on. How do I do this? I'm not sure. Deeds usually handles all this stuff. Let me try this. Okay. Pow! All right, Stacy, can you try now? See if the wrench is working. We only give out wrenches to people who spend Skrilla or deeds. Okay. Hey there, area code 917. Is that the person who sent me the Cash App? 917.
Peace. The $100 holler, Star.
Hey.
The $100 holler, baby.
Yes, sir. How are you?
What's good?
What's good, sir?
Man, I'm just coming out of shoulder surgery today. I'm on the oxycodone, and I'm ready to start throwing some hooks, baby.
Nice. Can we start with either the Houston Rodeo, even if you have never been there? This is a big event, and they now seem to be cracking down, kind of in similar fashion to how they wanted to slow down the black people who started tearing up Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Can we start there? What do you think?
Yeah, of course. Hey, Star, I've been to Houston.
Okay.
I'm from Brooklyn, New York, but
Okay.
I love Houston. It's a beautiful city.
Right.
And that event is a well-known event in Houston. But what I was trying to say about getting on the necks of Black America with the nigga celebrations.
Come on.
Yo, we are at a point where we at war, man. We got to stop all this nonsense. So I appreciate the YNs going and disrupting the shit. I appreciate it. You know why? Because it's waking niggas up to say enough singing, dancing, bullshitting, hollering.
Come on.
We got to stand on some real business, man. All these damn events, the CIAA, when it was in Charlotte, they threw it out of Charlotte because niggas came down there being disruptive. Freaknik, niggas went down Myrtle Beach, fucked it up. Got disruptive. It's time for us to stop the bullshit celebrations, man. We got to get on some real business. If you travel around the country like
let me jump in here for a second. And folks, this man spent Skrilla, so he's going to be cursing, just so that you know. How old are you? You've been to Freaknik in the past?
I'm 57, so I've been all there.
Okay, Freaknik wasn't that wild and out of control. Correct me if I'm wrong. I went to 3 Freakniks. I didn't see fighting and shooting. You had guys that were looking for the honeys, the girls, the ladies. But now niggas are looking for they're looking for the ops, right?
Right. Back in our day, it was peaceful. It was decent. It was a lot of, yeah, you just trying to get your freak on, like that's what it meant.
Yeah.
But in the later years, that's when they started wilding out. And they start looking for the ops. And I'm glad they out there looking for the ops. It's letting niggas know, yo, time's up, man. If I got beef, I'm going at you and I'm shaking niggas up, waking niggas up, trying to stand on business. We got to really put money back into ourselves, man. If we're going to do something and spend money, let's do something to help clean up our neighborhoods. Because if you travel around the country, like I know you have, Star, you see the disparity of the community. You see, it's getting to the point where, people are cash apping homeless people. They're up there talking about, I got a cash app and begging for money. It's crazy out here. And I'm just at the point, I'm glad to see the YNs disrupting shit. I'm glad.
Well, now hang on a second. Do you want to see the YNs go at each other or go at white people?
I would prefer them to go in lieu of what they're doing to disrupt our events this time, because what we got coming up now, Jay-Z coming out, want to go to a concert. Now we're going to be on that.
Okay.
We got 50 and T.I. with the bullshit beef. It's like all these distractions, all these other things that are outside of what we really need to be standing on business. I'm glad they are being disruptive, even though I don't prefer them going at one another. But if it leads to us to stop worrying about going to these events and start saying, we got to clean up some shit, I'm all for it. And cleaning up shit means going at our real ops, the ones that's really oppressing us and holding us down out here. We haven't stand on business when it comes to that. We got 110% beef for one another. But when it comes to the real ops, we get real quiet. We get real humble. We want to be apologetic. Even with Afro Man talking about, I forgave the cops. Man, we got to get out of that bullshit mindset. I'm sorry.
Well,
I'm not forgiving nobody.
Right.
I'm not forgiving nobody.
But hang on a second. Now the YNs, I'm just throwing something at you. The YNs going at each other, I don't think they want to go at the so-called ops. They're not running down, shooting out, and I'm not promoting this. They're not running down, shooting white people. They're just shooting each other. So I can't say that they're, repping for me. They're just out of control. But I don't know. I think that it's just it's total insanity at this point, and I think that social media has enhanced what we now see, and I can't see it getting any better. I think it's going to get worse. Go ahead.
I agree. They don't rep me for me either. I'm ready to go at them niggas next if they come my way.
Oh,
but I'm just saying, I appreciate them cleaning up the other low lives Negroes that we got in our community. If you got low lives going at low lives, then get all the low lives. Y'all kill each other and disrupt the bullshit events that we got going on, because them bullshit events like Essence Festival, all of them, man, all of that is trash as far as I'm concerned.
Right.
Because it ain't really bringing us anything to our community. It's not uplifting us. It's not straightening out our issues. It's not giving us reparations. All it is saying, niggas come here and spend your money. Niggas come here and laugh, sing, joke, and play. Niggas go back to sleep. Niggas don't think about getting on real business and standing on it. That's what it's saying to me. And I'm just tired of the bullshit. I'm almost 60 and I'm trying to tell these YNs, if y'all gonna have ops, go ahead and have ops. But at the end of the day, when y'all niggas get cleared up, let the real niggas stand out and take care of real business, because y'all ain't about it. Y'all ain't really about it.
Okay. I appreciate the call, sir. You've been to Houston, you said. Have you tried Mama Tina's gumbo?
I never tried it, and I'm not going to disrespect the Black Queen.
Right.
I'm not a fan. Right. I'm not a fan of her. I'm not a fan of Beyonce. But I'll say this: if you up here poisoning the soup and you doing some witchery, you could get it too. But I ain't gonna disrespect. I don't know.
Well, hold on a second, sir. Stay with me, because you spent Skrilla on the screen. Someone says you part of the problem, old head, encouraging crash dummies. Might you want to respond to that person?
What is that nigga? Is that his? He got a picture of Malcolm X. Who is he?
I don't have my contact.
And Fidel Castro.
I don't have my contact.
He got a picture of Fidel Castro and Malcolm X, and he's talking about I'm part of the problem. Nah, my G. I'm from the 60s. I rep peace, love, unity. All right. I represent Black pride. I want to see us be better. But you probably came up in the era of the crack babies, and that's why you can't relate to a brother like me.
Okay.
You up here talking about I'm the problem, and I'm up here trying to say, nah, I'm not the problem. I hate the fact that the YNs are going at each other, but at the same time and on the same vein, if that's what it takes to wake up, if you're a positive brother, then you understand if that's what it takes to clear up our community and wake people up, then so be it. There's called casualties of war, my son. And if you don't understand warfare, you don't need to be in here. Don't even try to come at me because you don't know me.
Okay. I appreciate the call. Anything else you want to mention? And I appreciate your donation. You have the final word.
No, peace. Afro man, stand on business, stand 10 toes down, fry some chicken and throw it at them niggas.
Okay. Salute, man. Thank you.
Peace.
Okay. Area code 832. Total shit show. Total shit show. Are you there? 832.
Yo.
Good evening.
Yeah, I seen y'all talking about the rodeo. I seen all them young cats on the news tearing shit up.
Yeah. Are you from Texas, sir? You from Texas?
Yes, sir. Houston.
Well, sir, if you're going to use profanity, you have to spend Skrilla. I don't want to talk to broke people, respectfully. You know.
Salute. Yes, sir.
Go ahead. You were saying?
Nah, I said. I see y'all talking about the rodeo. I just tuned in the show because I don't know what's going on. I just seen rodeo, and I'm from Houston, and I seen them tearing stuff up. So, you know what I'm saying? I called in.
Well, hang on a second. The Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo, founded in 1931. This is a week-long event or just a weekend? I don't know. I've never been there.
Nah, it's like a week long. So they have like a cook-off where they got like barbecue, people grilling, and they got like the little rodeo livestock show, and they got different performers every night. So they have like black night, they have Hispanic night, white night, more than, the other ones. But
okay,
it's lit. I mean, it's legit. Like, I think everybody should go at least once or twice. You know what I'm saying? Just experience it.
Okay.
Get some good food.
Now, back in 2025, attendance was 2.7 million people. So that's a lot of people. Now, some of the highlights thus far, Mama Tina's Gumbo was shut down, then reopened, the health department. Did you hear about that?
I heard about it a little bit. I don't know, man. Like, most people from the city, they always say Mama Tina's Gumbo is kind of overrated. Like,
okay,
I never tried it. I ain't gonna, I'm not gonna try to talk down on it, but it just, I don't know, man. I can't talk on something I ain't never had. And
has Keith Lee tried the Gumbo yet? You know who Keith Lee is?
Nah. Oh, yeah. That's our boy with the dreads that be on TikTok, huh?
Right. Has he tried it yet?
Nah, I don't know. It must not be official if Keith Lee ain't tried it yet.
Well, hang on a second. Someone is saying to me, Star, at the same time the Houston Rodeo is going, they also have the Houston Black Rodeo. Is that true?
Well, I mean, they'll have Black Night where they have so I think last year, I think they had Bun B.
No. Is it a totally different event? This person is saying it's a different event, or is it the same thing just under the Livestock Show and Rodeo umbrella? Is it a different event?
Nah, I ain't never heard of that though. Like okay. you got the white rodeo, and you got like trail rides and stuff like that. But I ain't never heard of a all black rodeo though.
Okay. So
they got like a black circus down here though.
What was that circus called? I went there years ago. Oh,
the Universal Circus.
Universal
that's lit.
Yeah.
Nah, that's clean.
They put me out of that circus. I'm not going to say in what state, but the ringmaster back in those days, at some point he said, "Put your finger up in the air for Jesus." I'm an atheist. Sir, please stop giggling.
Yeah.
I didn't put my finger up for Jesus. And I'm sitting there looking at him, and I was in the goddamn front row. And then after the show was over there, escorted me out the goddamn place. But go ahead, you were saying? Go ahead.
Nah, that's I ain't never heard nobody say that. The whole Jesus thing, like they always got like black performers. I don't know. I miss the Universal Circus, man. Like,
I enjoyed it, but that one thing about put a finger up for Jesus. Anyway.
Nah, that must have been some dude on something. Like, I ain't never heard nobody say that, especially there.
It was the ringmaster, sir. He's looking dead at me in the middle of the goddamn. Sir, please Stop giggling, please, sir. All right,
Nah.
go ahead and land your plane. Go ahead.
Nah, man, that's it, man. I just want to chime in on the whole rodeo thing, and
Okay.
I don't know what the other topics were, but that's just
good.
what it is.
Thank you, sir. Salute. Thank you.
Salute.
Okay. Anybody ever been to the Universal Circus? It was 2004. And they used to do that thing. Put a finger up for Jesus. Alterique says, okay, I don't remember. Oh, wait a minute. John Blaze, is that you tapping in? Area code 415?
John Blaze on the check-in. I just want to go ahead and just cook real quick. When bought some groceries, wanted to see if I can cook real quick.
Come on.
Now, when I look at when it's funny how every time we look at a black woman, she's selling something that's going to raise my cholesterol to 1,000. How you going to cook some gumbo, right? That has pork and things and beef that's going to kill you. I would never eat a high yellow heifer gumbo in my life. And it's the fact that it's
now let's not take shots at Tina Knowles like that, John Blaze. Let's not do that.
I apologize, but here's the problem. Here's the problem, right? You look at another culture and what they selling. They go ahead and give you a plate that has the most healthiest things on the plate. But for us, it's always something that's going to increase our cholesterol. But one thing that I can tell you with this goddamn black rodeo is the fact that somebody's going to die. It's the fact that we will see guns drawn as well as a couple of dead cows. Now, what's unfortunate is the fact that when you have something that is black, how is a nigga that's going to show up to the rodeo and he's sagging in assless chaps?
Okay.
Now, I guarantee you, this will be the last rodeo you will see in Houston, because right now the Negroes is at an all-time high, shall I say, with the murder rate of their own. And this will not be the last until we see something to where we'll be an apocalyptic, to where all events that is involved in black people will never happen again in this country. Because the event that we've seen down in Florida is an example. Now, what we will have is I guess an affirmation, I guess you can say, an epiphany to which you will see black folks will finally get a foot up their own ass when it comes to us checking ourselves. But I guarantee you, I just wanted to call in and guarantee we're going to see about 5 bodies at this rodeo. That's all.
Well,
I just wanted to check.
Oh, hold on, John, please. Hold on, stay with me. Now, this could be the first incident that clearly has gotten them now to update the dress code policy. But I agree with you. At some point, they're going to get to ripping shots out of Glocks. If this is a week-long event and everything shows that it's been a big celebration over the decades, at some point it has to go from sugar to shit based on today's culture, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And you got these young niggas that will show up to any event. It could be a church event and somebody's shooting, So right now we had a really a serious issue when it comes to black culture. And what does it involve? It involves us killing one another. It doesn't involve any harmony and us holding hands and singing some kumbaya. Right. Unfortunately, right now is going to take this generation to die off. And with that, that's going to happen at this rodeo, and it's going to extend even further into the future. So I didn't want to go ahead. I just wanted to tap in, give a little donation for the show. Salute to a real one like yourself.
Thank you, man.
Salute.
Yes, sir. Okay. All right. John Blaze tapping in. Skylar Saunders, sit tight. Skylar Saunders, sit tight. You're up next. Sit tight. Okay. Guys, should we focus more on Afro Man saying he forgives the Ohio cops? Or do you want to stay on the Houston rodeo topic? I'll let you decide. Okay, someone is in the live chat claiming you were there the night that they escorted me out of the Universal Circus. Well, tell us what state it was in first of all. I didn't say nothing. I didn't even I didn't point back at him or nothing. I'm just sitting there looking. Asked me to leave. So what the? What state was it? Capping. Hey, Dawn, I got your donation. Thank you so much. I hoped that you would do this Houston topic. Yeah, there's a lot here. Thank you for your donation, Dawn. It's a combination of things, if you ask me. Society has changed. Social media now, and it's not just black people looking for the ops. You got Karens looking for other Karens. You got Hispanics, Hispanic gangs for me. But it just seems that, when young blacks start coming to these goddamn events, you can just feel some type of tension is going to pop off. Skylar Saunders, good to hear from you, sir. Are you there on a Friday night? Skylar.
Yes, sir.
How are you, man? Good to hear from you.
I'm well. How are you?
I'm good, man. Sitting here sipping a beer and talking about these topics. Where do you want to start?
Chuck Norris is not dead. He just went home.
Okay.
He it seems like he's dead, but he's really not dead. That's what the thing is. The newscasters, all the media, all the journalists are saying that he's dead. He's really not dead. He's just in a different dimension right now. And he'll just come back in another 1,000 years or something like that. So Chuck Norris is not dead.
I take it you're a Chuck Norris fan, or what's your angle here?
Well, I was always intrigued by the mystique of Chuck Norris's memes and different things, the different jokes and stuff like that. I always thought those were humorous and thoughtful. I was introduced to him by television, Walker, Texas Ranger.
Okay.
That was a strange show. That was a very, ahead of its time in a lot of ways, because I think TV shifted in certain aspects. So I just think that, Chuck Norris, and I say that, I'm saying all this, in jest and partially, but.
Oh, I thought you were serious.
Memory.
I thought you were serious.
Well, I say it only in the same vein as the memes and the ideas like that go on the internet. So that's how I'm saying it.
All right. Hey, have you covered the Mama Tina's gumbo topic on your platform yet?
No, I have been focused on the killing or the alleged killing of Kendrick Jackson. Are you familiar with Kendrick Jackson?
Yeah.
Okay.
Come on.
So his family is opening a $10 billion lawsuit against the state, according to his death, his like a wrongful death situation. Saying that he was actually murdered. So, very interesting. But no, I haven't. I'm sorry. No, I haven't.
I'm Googling something.
I'm very intrigued because I am taking in the story from you right now, because you just said that it was closed by the health department. Is that true?
Yeah, well, they closed it down, but it has been reopened. Hold on a second. Supposedly one of the family members, go to Be With the T or Pink Book Lessons. They both did in-depth stories on this. Yes.
Okay.
This girl, she's got her face out there, and she's got the long acrylic nails, and she's showing the goddamn the DMs and the emails between her and the Department of Health.
He's flying fancy. But she apparently got the job done. I mean, I have to give her respect on that level. If they opened the case and said this establishment should be reopened. I mean, I have to give them credit.
You said Kendrick Johnson or Jackson?
Excuse me, did I say Johnson? I meant to say Jackson.
Okay. So what hang on a second. What did Kendrick Jackson?
Yeah, Jackson.
Okay, you're talking about the guy who died over in Spain?
No, in Georgia.
Okay, hold on a second because you're throwing me off here now.
It's a train.
Kendrick Johnson. His name is Kendrick. Was. Is
it Johnson? Am I saying it? I could be incorrect. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Okay. Well, I'm just Googling to so you and I can be on the same page. Kendrick Johnson was 17 years of age. That's the guy who was rolled up into a gym mat, right?
In a mat.
Yeah.
Yes.
Back in
right.
Yeah.
Yep.
What was that? Back in
2013.
2013. So his family is finally filing a lawsuit. Good for them. What was his organs missing? I forget.
I don't think so, but they were, saying how he was rolled up into a mat that was 14, a gym mat, 14 inches wide, and he's 19 inches wide. So they're trying to figure out how that can even happen.
If I had to guess, white folks may have, and I don't want to be sensitive, they may have done something with regards to his organs.
Yeah. I mean, that's the speculation. That's why I had to say in the article, alleged, supposed, could have been. But, I just in my mind, I think, somebody would, because they said that he had bruises on his knuckles, and there was blood trail. So it seemed that he was in some type of altercation prior to being rolled up into the mat.
Okay. I appreciate the call, Skylar.
Thank you very much for taking it, sir. And I didn't giggle.
Salute. Okay. Is that Rory tapping in Friday night?
Why did you play that video? He said he got shot because of segregation.
He got shot? That's a segregation.
They were shooting him to keep him away from white people.
What's going on?
I see why. Now I see why.
What's going on, man?
Oh, man.
What's going on?
Everything's good, man. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm just discussing some of these topics here. Mama Tina's Gumbo has reopened. The haters had it shut down. They called the goddamn Department of Health. Or Afro Man or the Houston Rodeo. You have to speed on either one of those topics?
Yeah, I want to do the Houston. I want to touch on the Houston Rodeo.
Come on.
But was Mama Tina knows, was her Gumbo at the Houston Rodeo?
It was. And, again, it's reopened, but the internet was dragging her, making all sorts of claims, allegations. I have not tried it. I don't know.
Right. I got you on that. But, I mean, this is just another layer of the black community ruining the rodeo for them people down there. There seems to be is it me or there's a pattern here, Star? Like this, all of a sudden now in these public places and public events, they have to come up with special certain rules for one demographic. Whether it's Carnival Cruise Line, Ruth Chris, Carmine's, Spirit Airlines.
Come on.
There seems to be a pattern of behavior here, and we can all understand at one time being judged on the color of your skin, but we're past that now. Now we're judging on the content of your character.
Come on.
And that's being called racist now too. Like they're calling that racist now too. I don't know. I mean, I didn't really know black folks went to the rodeo like that. I'm a Yankee. I'm not. That's not really our culture. I've been to the professional bull riding up here with the Madison Square Garden. There was no black people. They they wouldn't be caught dead around a horse or a bull, or not New Yorkers, you know, black people in New York or up north.
Come on.
But I don't understand why, if it's a week-long event, why don't they just have 2 nights for white people, 2 nights for black people, 2 nights for Latinos, and 1 night for everybody? You know, because it's not fair for everybody else to have to deal with the YNs.
Well, let me jump in because I addressed this earlier. I'm not sure how much of the show you've heard. I think that the current climate and culture that brings in not just blacks, you know, Hispanics, Caucasians, Asians as well. You know, people seem to want to take out their feuding, their tension, their beef, if you will, with regards to, you know, whoever they can get close to. And they use these events. They're in pursuit of their ops, not girls or females looking for guys. It's not like the past. So it could be a lot of other people, pardon me, but the media wants to highlight blacks. What do you think about that?
I think that's hogwash. I think we all know who it is that's acting up.
Come on.
I mean, like I said, this is a pattern of behavior.
Come on.
This isn't just the rodeo, you know. This is, like I said, Carnival Cruise, can't listen to hip-hop no more. We all want to listen to hip-hop, but, you know.
Not all of us.
They've ruined that for everybody.
Not all of us.
You know? Right. And another thing, too, Star, if this is a family event, which everybody keeps saying, then how can you blame YNs? Because they're there with their family. Like, it's not like they're there by themselves. They're like everybody. They're there with their family. Okay. So I hear a lot of the callers on here like, oh, you know, we tired. It's just these young people. Well, who raised those young people? They got families. They got mom and dads. You know, like, well, what are we talking about here? Like, everybody else is okay. It's just the young ones. No, let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it 1,000. That's not the problem. The problem is acceptable behavior and unacceptable behavior. And, you know, unfortunately, like, like the guy got shot over segregation. I think that's crazy because I think segregation might be better in week-long events like this.
Whoa.
You know, as sad as it sounds.
Well, hang on a second. I think he either was trying to confuse the judge. That wasn't even the same guy who had the goddamn bonnet on. So clearly he was just rambling to be rambling. Never mind him. Let's get back to the Houston rodeo. And again, the event itself goes back for decades and decades. Now, let me ask you another question. To be fair, be objective here. Do you think that in the past, white fighting, shooting in America, and because of the reckless mass drunken induced shooting of white people, that they then had to change the laws. Oh yeah. So that everybody could not walk around carrying a firearm or a peacemaker.
Well, they do walk around in most places down.
I'm talking about the Wild Wild West back in the days, to be precise.
Oh, the Wild West. I mean, yeah, but the gun laws haven't really changed too much in a lot of those states. You know, they're really a lot of open carry states.
Sure they have.
Well, they have open carry states. That's pretty much as big as it. I mean, Dallas. I see it in Dallas. They walk around with the gun on their hip.
Come on.
You know, so there's not too much. What other restriction could you have other than, you know, Florida? You don't even need a license or permit. You don't even you could just go buy one as long as you don't have a felony. So I don't know if they really ever restricted the gun laws like that, but in certain places they have. I mean, you know, when you go over here, we go to the clubs, and when I was younger, we go to the clubs and stuff. The only reason we brought weapons into the clubs, really, to be honest with you, is because we knew the black dudes were bringing weapons into the clubs. Like, that would be the only reason we would try to stick a gun or something into a club. Because if we went to a club and
Rory standing on business. Hold on a second.
Violent,
Rory, stay there.
You know, we didn't have to bring.
Rory, stay there. Hold on a second. Anybody want to call in? I'm not trying to promote, you know, feuding or tension, but, you know, we always get these comments, you know, after the show. Yo, I wish I was listening. I'd have got at the white boy. He's on the line now. He's standing on business. Anybody want to call in? Rory, you want to hang out? You want to hang out?
Yeah, hang out a little bit.
All right. Stay there. Let me just acknowledge a few people. Pedro, I got your donation via Cash App. Thank you, Pedro. Josh, I got your donation. Thank you so much. Penelope, I got your donation. Thank you. Deeds, I got your email. Thank you. Okay, somebody sent me a video about Punch has a girlfriend. Thank you so much. Blade, what's going on? Another email. I don't know anything about WAC 100 and Aiden Ross, but thank you, Blade. Sit tight. Oh, I think this person wants to speak to you. Gangster of Love, is that you, sir?
No.
Tapping in Friday night. GOL.
Oh, that's a Houston native. He's from Houston.
Let him speak. Gangster of Love.
What's up? What's up, big homie? What's going on? What's up, Rory? So I want to clean up a few things about the Houston Rodeo.
Come on.
First off, the event is for 20 days. So the gentleman that called in and said it's only a week, how can you be from Houston and not know it's almost a month-long event?
Right.
So, you know, let's clear that up. It's 20-day event. And also, I want to ask Rory this in a minute, but a lot of people are saying that it's the YNs that are out there causing trouble. Let's not forget about this event they have up in North Dakota called Sturgis, where all the white gang members gather up, and you got half of the state of North Dakota up there making sure that they don't fight, which they do.
Come on.
So let's not act like white people aren't violent. Let's also not forget that Daisy Duke, and I forget her real name, but she's the one who started dressing like a 304. So white women being skimpy is something that you guys started, that black women took over, unfortunately, and it's not a good look. But most of the women that are out there looking like 304s are not the women that were raised by our grandmas. These are the women that were raised by, I would say, the crackhead generation. So they don't have no decorum because they're like 40, 50-year-old women that gave birth to them when they're 16. So that don't represent all black people. That's just the young girls that's out there that have a nice body and they weren't raised right. They don't know that, hey, by not keeping themselves dressed up, they're getting the wrong attention from the wrong people. But this is Houston. Right. So if you think that there isn't white women out there dressed like 304s and Hispanics that are dressed like 304s, you're sadly mistaken. Black people are just getting...
Can I jump in and say this? Can I just jump in here for a second, Gangster of Love? You know, and again, to be fair and objective, and Rory, I'm coming to you shortly here. Every black female that's at these events is not, you know, dressed like a thought. You've got white women who just don't like the fact that white men are looking at the black women, right?
Let's go, Star. Let's go.
They just don't like the fact that you're looking. You're reckless eyeballing is what they used to call it. You're reckless eyeballing black women, and they could be dressed appropriately. Their asses don't have to be hanging out, but the fact that you've got those brown legs, you've got all that oh God, I'm forgetting some of the words here. Melanin. The melanin. And they don't need a tan. That's a problem. Hold on a second. Stay there. Let's get White Boy Rory to respond to that.
Yo.
You heard me.
Yeah, what's up? What's up? I think Sturgis is like a really bad comparison, man. Sturgis does not get it's not promoted as family friendly. If you go to Sturgis, you go in there with the bikers, you're going to be drinking, you're going to expect to be drinking, to be fighting, and doing as much coke or whatever kind of drugs you could. So that analogy, it really doesn't work well. But I will say, I don't have a problem. I don't want the women to have a dress code, and I don't really think they're saying that either. I don't think
I gotta jump in and cut you short. That's exactly. Hold on. Let's have a conversation where we're not talking on top of each other. That's exactly what they're saying. The dress code. That's what they're pointing to right now. I already played 2 videos in case you didn't hear the show earlier. So speak to that. Speak to that. that white women just don't want white men looking at black women, even if they don't have pom pom shorts, Daisy Dukes. They just don't want them looking, and they run to go change the policies. What do you think about that?
That could be part of it. I mean, it is down south, right? So down south, historically,
we got him, kids. We got him. Pay attention.
They got a lot more hate between the races, know. But I really think it's I think it's the sagging. To be honest with you, I think it's brothers walking around with their hat to the side and their ass hanging out, and don't nobody want to see that at a family-friendly event or a rodeo. Or, a lot of times, too, the black guys, they always got to take their shirt off at, inappropriate places. And you looking at them, why you got your shirt off, man? We at the baseball game or we at the soccer game. Why you got your shirt off? What you doing? So I'm not so sure that it's white women, because white women are just as beautiful as black women. I mean, down south, too.
Yeah,
the big, busty, blonde white women. Come on, man. You crazy?
Hang on a second. Let Gangster of Love respond. You have the floor, sir. GOL.
So let me say this. When black men, you speaking of black men and black boys, yes, you have them young dudes, probably 21 and under, going there sagging their pants, but most older black men, 25 and up, are not sagging pants. And if you go to the rodeo, you're actually going to see a lot of, quote, black cowboys. And for the ones that are in shape, they can walk around there with a wife beater on and their pecs is hanging down and their shoulders is bulging out. And the white women are looking at them because, man, listen, the black man is the most sought after specimen in the world. The second most desired is the black woman. You like black women yourself, Rory. You've admitted that. So let's keep it real. These white boys got to get on steroids when they want to have pecs drop down to the middle of their chest or have their calves bulging out. FBA, we just inherited that from genetics, bro. We look better.
Hey, guys, I got to run to the next room. You guys go ahead and talk. I'll be right back, but don't yell, please, one at a time.
And look, Rory, the black cowboy culture is originally from Mexicans. White people took that and they claim that they're the original cowboys, but cowboys, that's all us, bro. That's not even a white culture. That's just something y'all adopted and stole from really Mexicans, if you want to keep it real. So I'll let you respond. Go ahead.
I'll say this. Whatever we steal, we perfect. So it's okay. They claim we stole the whole country from Native Americans. So it's always, we stole something, we did something. But as far as the black guys naturally being bigger and stronger and more, what you said, more appealing, I don't know about that, bro. I mean, if we look at the history, if you was really bigger and stronger, how come we always able to keep you down, as you say? How come we're always able to, we were the ones that conquered the world. The Vikings were pretty strong. We sailed the 7 seas. I don't know, man. I'm not trying to be rude, but you come up on here saying you a superior being to white people, but then in the same breath, you saying that white people are the oppressor and white people keep you down. So it can't be one or the other. If you're the superior being, then you would be in charge of us, and you would be the oppressor. So
can I respond to that?
Let him respond.
Let him
respond.
So the reason black people are physically more dominant than white people, and the reason that we don't, quote, overtake y'all is because it's systematic. It's not physical. You got the white man is the magician. They'll show you lies and stuff with their hands and have you believe in something that's not real. That's what my grandfather used to call you guys, as magicians. You're good at deception. So the reason you guys make all these
smarter. So that's what you're saying. We're smarter.
Absolutely
You're not smart enough to be magicians.
No, you guys.
You're not smart enough to be the magician, right? You're not smart enough to be the magician. That's what you're saying. We're smarter.
You guys make up laws and you change everything so that people. This is why white men are racist. You know that if black people get in power, that we'll do the same thing to you guys.
They ruin everything. They ruin everything. They got black people in power in here in New York City. They've ruined it. Ruined the city.
Who's he controlled by?
The city council is black.
He's kept in check.
The police force is black.
Okay.
The city council is black, and the city's going down fast, real fast. I'm just telling you what I live. I'm not being a racist. I'm telling you my experience. You know, and if like I told you, man, if you see a pattern from the rodeo to this week, it was Carnival Cruise last month. Now Ruth Chris, which is just a restaurant, a steakhouse. It's just like a steakhouse restaurant. They're talking about implementing policies strictly because of black people's attitude and the way they dress. That's a steakhouse. That's just a restaurant. That's not like a place where I can see the rodeo people get loose. You know, they drink, they get loose, they hang out. I got you. Everybody's allowed to do that. You know, but it's like a certain culture takes it to a whole nother level where people, you know, they're like, oh, I didn't come out for this. You know, this is not what I came out. This is not what I paid for. You know, it's the same thing in a steakhouse. You go into a steakhouse with your wife, even you, if you went into a steakhouse with your wife and you were seated next to a bunch of unruly, loud, pants hanging off their ass, you know, cornrow dudes next to you, wouldn't be happy to be spending all that money, you know, and taking your wife to that restaurant, and that's what you have to sit next to, disturbing your peace the whole time. I mean, why it got to be a race thing? Why can't you just be like, no, that's true. That's true, you know?
Because that's not true, and everything in America is about race. But let me ask you something. You know, you're making it sound like black people are, quote, the uncivilized. But, you know, every time hockey is played and they win, what do? They tear up the whole city. The last time I checked, they make a season for white people to go out and kill the most docilest animal on the earth. And then the white man goes and kills a deer, cuts his head off, and hang it on the wall. And they call themselves civilized. They also do it to cows. So respectfully, you guys just control the media, and
I mean,
you guys
that's nature,
are
man.
good
If you're
at
killing
making.
a deer and you eating it, that's as basic as going back to Africa throwing spears at a gazelle. If you're going to eat the deer, what's so big about that? I mean, that's a bad analogy. That white people go hunting and kill deers compared to black people at public events pulling out the blicky and letting it loose on the whole crowd. Like, for real.
Do you guys want to hold on? Because I'm getting backed up on calls here. Can you guys hold on? Or do you want to finish up? It's up to you.
I'm good. I just wanted to let that off and let Rory know. Like,
well, hold on a second. I want you to finish your thoughts, and I want to.
Yo, Gangsta Love, you know.
Hold on, Gangsta Love, stay there because I want to ask you. I want to ask
I'm not even trying.
Rory, hold on. Sit tight. I want to ask Gangsta Love about something else with regards to the rodeo. Sit tight, guys. I'll be back. Give me 1 minute. Area code 602. You've been on hold for a while. Thank you for your patience. Are you there? 602.
Yes, sir. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
All right. Yeah, I just wanted to kind of respond to the white dude. There's.
Oh, okay. Can you hold on whilst I finish up at Gangsta Love? Bring you right on.
Oh, yes, sir.
Okay, stay right there. People have been in the queue here for a minute. Area code 313. Can you hang on, or do you want to ask your question or make a comment now? 313.
Yes, Detroit Ziggy Star was good.
Hey, what's up, man? Your phone's a little muffled, Detroit Ziggy.
No, I'm clear now. How are you?
Okay, do you want to join the conversation with Rory and Gangsta Love, or do you have a separate comment?
You know, I got some smoke for the gangster of EBT. You know, he's always in the chat room.
Whoa.
You know, yeah, he's always in the chat room making stupid comments.
Well, hold on.
And then he wants to get it on the...
Hold on a second. Gangsta of Love. Okay. Hang on a second, one at a time. Rory, you had something to say?
Well, I was just going to say, if Detroit Ziggy and Gangsta Love get into it, I got to root for the white guy, you know. I'm rooting for the white guy.
Let me say this. You know, me and Rory, we've been rivals for a long time, and time to time we might talk behind the scenes, but there ain't no real beef between me and Rory. We got to understand, and so you know, I don't take this stuff personal, and I think Rory can attest to that.
Okay. Rory, are you
Yeah,
good?
I gotta be.
You want a good? I'm gonna let Gangster of Love and Detroit Ziggy speak. Any questions? Anything you need to say? You're good, Rory.
No, I thought I heard some dirty black dude call and say I want to talk to the white guy, but I'm all
That's right. That's right. All right. Well, listen, we got a bunch of calls. Everybody, hold on.
You want me to call back?
Well, I'll text you. How about I text you when the other guy when he's
I call back.
Okay.
Yeah, I call back.
Okay. Detroit Ziggy, hang on one second. Gangs of Love, what else do we need to know with regards to the Houston livestock show and rodeo that we may not have touched on with regards to the new dress code policy? Anything else you want to mention?
Basically, like they just implemented it during the last 2 or 3 days. You know, the pictures have been going online, and you've seen a lot of women dressed provocatively. But again, that's not all black women. You got Mexican, Hispanics, white.
I don't like the violence.
All the black women out there.
I don't like the violence, but I can also be objective enough to say that it's probably a lot of whites who just don't want black people roaming around, and showing too much skin. It intimidates them. Go ahead.
No, you're absolutely right. When white people control Houston, they control the live rodeo, and unfortunately, you do have women going out there showing their derrieres. You know, that isn't something that I would want to see with my kids either. So I'm not saying their point isn't valid, but again, that still don't represent majority of black people, because there's a good portion of black women that are out there in their late 30s and 40s, and they're dressed like women how they should be. So again, if you're not out here in Houston, then don't believe what the media is showing you. Again, that's just another trick tactic to make black people look bad.
Okay, well, now hang on a second. Detroit Ziggy wants to address you, and then area code 602. Hold on. Detroit Ziggy, there's Gangs of Love right there.
Well, again, always it's white. The gangster of EBT, let me ask you something. When
you can't ask me anything.
Yeah, okay. Let me ask, when's the last time you've been to the dentist?
Are you serious or are you joking?
No, yeah, I'm going to ask you a series of questions. When you went to the dentist, was it a white man or a black man?
If you can't tell me what the periodic table is for gold.
Guys, one at a time. One at a time. One at a time.
Exactly. See, that's the problem, Star. You can't be having intellectual conversation with these.
Well, one at a time. Detroit Ziggy, hang on. One at a time. Now, you asked him a question. He's not responding to that question. Gangs of Love, do you want to address Detroit Ziggy? What are we doing?
Yes. First off, this white man can't ask me nothing unless he can tell me what the code is for a gold on the periodic table. White man, I have a degree in biofuel engineering. If I told you what I make in a year, I own rental properties up there in Detroit where you live at. And if you really want to get serious, I got your picture, and I'll run it through the top 3 companies that's up there and get you fired from your job that you probably work up there building cars.
There you go.
So don't play with me, white boy. I ain't the one.
There you go.
You can't ask me a goddamn thing. Then you want to say, what's the last time I've been to
there
the dentist?
Go.
My wife is a dentist, you cocksucker.
Yeah.
So you got to find the wrong person. Go find somebody to play with. Straight up.
Hey.
You have the
floor. My man.
You have the floor.
That's fine. Listen, your granddaddy, he was a racist, but he went to a white dentist too, who gave him a prescription from the white man, from the white pharmacy, and you still complain. Listen, bro, nobody loves you more than the white men in America, because all these other nationalities that you have no interest in, they wouldn't piss on your black ass if you was on fire. Whoa. Because you know what, black man? You ain't worth shit in 2026. And Star, I asked myself, we go back to Hitler. Was he a
Can you guys leave me out of it, Detroit Ziggy?
Yeah.
Leave me out of it.
No. So we're asking ourselves, was Hitler ahead of his time? I think so. Were the black folks down south with the sign on their window that said whites only, were they ahead of their time? And I think if we keep playing this Wendy's commercial, I think they were ahead of our time. And it's the problem, black man. You can't come at with nothing intellectual. First of all, you fucking bum, I don't live in Detroit. That's how simple-minded you are. That's the fucking problem. And you wouldn't exist today, gangster VBT, if it wasn't for the 1967 Welfare Reform Act. That's why your black-ass mama had you for that Section 8 apartment. Shit. Besides that, you wouldn't exist after you.
So, first off, my grandfather, you cocksucker, was one of the first black aerospace.
Your granddaddy's a faggot.
Well, hang on, Detroit Ziggy.
That's who your fucking granddaddy
All right,
is.
Detroit Ziggy, you have to let him respond. We let you talk. Let him respond. Show's going off the rails, folks. Totally disgusting.
So my grandfather was one of the first aerospace engineers for Lockheed Martin. So
is that right?
That's a fact. You can look him up.
Robert Ziggy, you have to let him speak one at a time.
Look him up.
One at a time.
Yeah, listen, white boy. Respect the platform. You spoke, now I'm gonna speak. And you talking all greasy over here on the phone. Come see me in person and put up 40 grand. Let's see what you really talking about. I'm violent too. And you want to talk about intellectual, you still never answered the question. What is the code for gold? What is the periodic symbol for gold? I bet you can't answer it. You got 5 seconds to answer it if you're so smart. It's AU, and you didn't even know that. You're a piece of crap ass white boy. And like I say, you don't know anything about my mom. You couldn't even walk a mile in my shoes. I'm not the nigga that you see on TV that has a story of poverty and all the other stuff. I manage you white boys out in oil fields, and I know what kind of people you really are.
Is that what you do?
Listen.
Is that what you do?
Yes, sir. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Is that what you do?
You
tell that to the white dentist. Tell that to your white doctor, white boy.
Hold on. Okay, Detroit Ziggy, I gotta please land your plane. I gotta take more calls. You land your plane
again.
Gangs of love. Hang on.
I'm dealing with a welfare recipient. He ain't got shit. His mama ain't got shit. His daddy was one of them Tuskegee Airmen that was a faggot. Have a nice day.
Okay. Sheesh. Damn, I've never heard Detroit Ziggy so turned up. Wow. Gangs of love, you have the last word.
Oh, man, listen. He's such a pussy. He blocked me in the live chat because I was already trying to work on him and find out info about him. And I'll say that. So these white boys get to talking, but what they don't know, gangsta love, when I pull up on you, just make sure you keep that energy, honky. I'm the real deal over here. I got an ankle bracelet on right now for the next 3 years for slapping one of the shit out of you white boys. Fuck around and find out.
Okay. Good to talk to you, gangs of love. Yes, sir.
If you like it, I love it. I'm out. Appreciate you.
Sir. Okay. All right. Okay. Whew. Okay. This show will be edited, I assure you. Rory, are you calling back in? Area code 602. What do we call you, sir? You've been on hold. Thank you for your patience. You want to address Rory, yes?
Well, that and the rodeo. I don't know if both is acceptable.
Well, start with the rodeo because Rory needs to call back in if he's going to call back. Down in Houston, Texas. I've never been to that rodeo livestock show. Have you?
No, sir, I have not. I have been to a rodeo show, but not that one. I went to a country music festival before. But what I wanted to say, yeah, I mean, things are getting out of control. The only thing is, I don't think it's just because of black women. I think the press, I do believe like there's a whole lot with the press and stuff. Like as soon as, black women start doing something, now it's a problem, cause like I said, I have been to, country music festivals before. And yes, white women, they've been scantily clad. They go to those things scantily clad all the damn time. Well,
let me just jump in and say this. I'm not pointing at black women. I'm just saying that, it could be aimed, these new policies and dress codes, because, certain white women don't want, their white men looking at black women. That's been going on in this country since the dawn of slavery. Since the white
You
man
know,
used to go down to
I never thought of
hang
that.
on. Since the white man used to go down to the gin mills to get a little poontang, you know? So there's history and research that shows this. So I'm just throwing some things out there. I mean, you can speak your piece, and Rory is in the queue. But let's finish addressing Houston, the new policies, and then I'll bring Rory in. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's an interesting perspective. I've never thought of that. Yeah. Because the idea that I had, or how I was accustomed to, I'm just using music as an example here, but it seemed throughout history, if you look, it seems like, it seemed like black people had a fascination with trying to make themselves white. I mean, I don't know if you remember back in the 50s, but even black men, what did we used to do? We used to put the straighteners and relaxers in our hair, had it combed, looking like, the perm or whatever the hell it is, that straightened up our hair.
Yeah.
You're
absolutely right. I mean, black people at one point in time in this country were getting conks, a conk where they would get their hair fried, dyed, and laid to the side to be more acceptable or assimilate. You're right. Go ahead.
Yeah. So that's how I grew up seeing things. If you ever notice, like if you look in the after the 70s, after disco died, you had pop music, right? And it was kind of the same thing. You did not really see a lot of black female artists. They weren't getting the same airtime, as the white female pop stars, unless they were real light skinned. I forget her name. Prince's former girl, song
Vanity from Vanity 6.
Vanity, yes, thank you. Yeah, I mean, you had to be her complexion. You know what I'm saying? I think Whitney Houston was the first that wasn't like too light skinned to be really accepted. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying is.
Well, hang on a second.
Go ahead.
I can appreciate everything you're saying. And Rory, sit tight. Rory's in the queue. I'm trying to be fair and objective here. I'm not just going to say, the blacks are out of control. Well, white people been out of control for a lot of goddamn decades, centuries as well in this country. And I spoke earlier about the hippie movement in this country, the hippie movement. And you had a lot of Caucasians, going into restaurants and eateries, barefoot, no shirts, and then they had to start enforcing dress codes. It wasn't just, we don't want black people in here. You had poor white trash, smelly, lice infected, and all sorts of shit, thinking they could just come into a high-end restaurant and say, hey, I'm white. I'm going to put my feet up on the table here and eat a meal. So hold on a second. Yeah. I mean, what you're saying, you got a lot of good points, but you called out Rory. Hold on a second. There he is. Rory, this man called your name.
Good. Yo, what's up, Urkel? I would say, I can't believe that you would compare a country music festival to like Hot 97 Summer Jam. That's the difference that we're talking about. You went to a country music festival.
I never.
Sir, one at a time. Let him speak, sir. Sir, let him speak. You spoke.
Where there was probably no violence whatsoever. So what? Women dress scantily. All women dress scantily. Most women dress scantily in this day and age, right? But the difference is, even if you go to a funeral and there's women dressed scantily, it's only going to be the black girls that are going to be twerking on the casket. You ain't going to see no white women twerking on, even if they're dressed scantily, they're not going to be twerking on the casket. And if you going to keep it real, Steve Urkel, you know that the black women are the ones who get the fight started and the brawl started. Like before the brothers start shooting, it's usually the black girls that are attacking each other, and then the black guys jump in, and then all hell breaks loose. So you're not Steve Urkel. If you keep it real, keep it real. You've been. You've been.
Rory coming in with wheel kicks. Pay attention.
Safe there.
Well, let's do keep it real here. Because you made some very interesting points. here's what I want to say to that. Respond to that. I mean, okay, you say that black people are violent. Okay, white people, I guess you guys aren't violent. But let me ask you this question: who are the damn school shooters? Who are the mass shooters? The people that just, granted, I'm not saying black people don't go in with pew-pews and start unaliving people.
Transgender.
Oh, come on.
School shooters are mostly transgender.
Okay, and what about Columbine? Were they transgender?
No, they weren't. But what about Chicago with an average weekend? Were they transgender? So if 13 kids were shot in a school,
new phenomenon.
60. Listen, a phenomenon. If 13 kids were shot in a school, and every other weekend,
Sir, one at a time, please. One at a time. You ask him a question, let him respond. One at a time.
What about him?
Went into a church and shot up black people while they were praying. I mean, doesn't that kind of sound a little barbaric to you?
Nobody condones that. No, nobody condones that. But
was he transgender?
Again,
was he transgender?
That does not even compare. If I turn on the news tomorrow, every single person that got shot in my city, there'll be at least 5 tonight. Every single person was black and got shot by a black person. That's a fact. That's a fact. If I turn on the news tomorrow, tonight, and we get the news from tonight, every gunshot victim was black and every perpetrator of the crime was black. We're talking about murder. That's the most serious crime.
Okay, Rory, let this man respond. Rory, let this man respond, please. Let him respond.
I mean, I don't know what you call it when you just go into a church full of people. When you go into a church full of people and gun them down, I mean, I guess is that not murder? But I mean, if the victims are black, I guess, maybe you don't feel that is, murder. But the thing is, the point that I wanted to make is that, man, I think you're talking out your butt here. Honestly, talking about, I had to walk in the clubs with my own firearm and stuff. Bullshit. First of all,
we had to sneak guns.
We know damn well
because we knew the black dudes was holding guns.
Rory, you were let the man speak, Rory.
Sneaking.
Let the man speak, because you have the floor.
Oh no, it's okay, sir. I mean, that's very interesting. I mean, why did you have to sneak gun? I mean, isn't that like criminals? Don't criminals have to sneak it in? Isn't that what people no good up to no good? Isn't that what they do?
Okay, are you we good? What's going on here? I want to get back to the show. You guys, did you come to a?
Well, I mean, because we know that the brothers from Brooklyn and the Bronx, that that's their get down. They're not trying to fight 60 white boys coming to the club. They're not trying to do that. They're not trying to meet up outside the club and rumble.
Oh, come
on. No, hell no. If there's 5 on 1, then they're all right.
Okay, Rory, hold on. Hold on. Sir, you have the last word. I have to get back to the show. Please land your plane, please.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me. First of all, pleasure. And I just want to say, as far as this whole narrative, oh yeah, I had to bring my guns and and open carry states. I live in an open carry state as well, so all this drama and lies and BS talking about you can carry in the bars and all this other stuff, it's BS. Okay, right. You cannot. There are 3 places you can't carry. It's bars, banks, and government buildings. Okay,
school grounds near kids. School grounds near kids too. You can't always carry a firearm around there. Yep.
Yes, sir. And I just want to say this to the other caller.
No, sir, you did good. I got to get back to other calls. Thank you. You did good. I got to keep it pushing. Peace. The Most High. Do you want to hang on, or do you want to get in the conversation? The Most High.
Either one. I hang on, pause, or wait to get into the conversation.
Okay. All right, sit tight a second. All right, Rory, you good? You called back. That guy called your name. I appreciate you calling back. It was Rory.
Oh, yeah. It's just, I thought Urkel was kind of, especially at the end, was kind of.
He's off the line.
He's talking about.
He's off the line. Did you get my? Get my text message? Did you get my text? Okay, just want to make sure.
I got your text.
The Most High. Do you want to address Rory, or you want to? We let Rory go. The most
dry. What's up, yo? The most dry. Got your cocoa creeps, cocoa butter tonight. The most dry. Ashy as hell.
Corny, man. Anyway, again, you lose again, man. You need to go mouth first into a Colgate truck. Nah, nobody went there. Nobody went there. Anyway, again,
Right,
so you talking about
they don't go to the rodeo up here.
Nah, we don't. We never would. But anyway, long story short, so whatever you saw in that rodeo is what you see at any NFL game any given Sunday, literally. I just sent you a couple videos, Star. I sent you a couple videos. He know because he don't go to the NFL games because he'll get his mouth punched over by some other drunk white dude. So he know to stay away from all that. Shut up. Anyway, long story short, again.
Here we go.
One at a time. You have the floor, the most side. You have the floor. Rory, hold on, Rory. Let him speak. Please.
In one of the most violent cultures and the most violent countries on the planet, I never want to hear the narrative, black people this, you can't take them there. Yeah, we got YNs. I don't even like that term. Yeah, we got dysfunctional folks and all that. Of course we do. Yeah, we got little young chicks in Trenton, New Jersey, wanting they crock back after they wild out in Wendy's and all that, right? We got all that, right? But literally every Sunday, multiple arenas, 16 at least. There's 32 teams in the NFL. So any given Sunday, literally like the movie, if you tune in, you're going to see YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram videos of dudes going ape shit crazy at these games trying to get at each other, and ain't nobody black in the crowd in their vicinity whatsoever. This happens every week. I don't hear nobody saying anything about that.
People getting shot at the NFL.
Hold on. I'm talking. I didn't interrupt you. I did not interrupt you like I normally don't. Because I'll let you talk and be stupid so you could expose yourself. But let me finish first. So anyway, every Sunday for years is what they do. It's what they do. Not all white folks, but typically at these events, they the ones that get super intoxicated when they pre-gaming and tailgating and all that, cooking everything, drinking everything under the sun, right? And then they go into the stadium and drink more beer and sneak more liquor in there and causes more problems. But you know what they call that? Oh, those are just good old boys. We just having a good time. Things happen at these places. That's it.
Hang on a second. The Most High. Hold on. Where was that white motorcycle gang shootout? Was that in Texas?
I think it was in Texas.
Can somebody please Google? I can't Google right now. How many people were shot? Roy, do you remember that? The white motorcycle gang shootout.
I thought it was in Vegas. I thought it was in Vegas. I thought it was like the big one in the casino.
I thought it was Texas. But okay, you guys were saying.
So, and again, so part of me, Saul, but the funny thing is, I think you mentioned a couple weeks ago about the mass shooter that was in Vegas. Actually was in Vegas a couple of years ago at that concert, the Country Western concert. And your man over here with questionable dental practices, he said, oh, I don't believe that. That was a conspiracy. Oh, it was a conspiracy when y'all was wilding out doing dumb shit at your concerts or whatever.
No.
You want to find? I'm not finished. I'm not finished. I'll let you talk.
You drive, man. I told you.
No. It's all facts. Don't let it hurt your ears. I'm not here to rank on you, cornball. I'm not here to rank on you. It ain't ranks. It's not me ranking because you corny. Every time you come against me, you don't say nothing funny. Ain't nothing new. Ain't no nothing.
Okay, guys, hold on a second. Stay with me. The 2015 Waco, Texas shootout, May the 17th, right? At the Twin Peaks restaurant. More than 200 persons, including members from motorcycle clubs, ripping shots. How many people got shot? 9 bikers were killed. 18 others wounded.
Why are we comparing bikers to like normal culture? Like the other guy said Sturgis.
That is normal culture for white people.
That is your normal culture. That is your normal culture. And the funny thing is, no. Marauders, bikers, marauders, whatever the case is, this is what you do. Anything having to do with violence, y'all pass that off like it's nothing. You desensitize the war. You love all that. You love all that.
Commit violence in New York City. You live here, right? You live where I live, right? You live in the same city as me, right?
Yo, Rory, I lived in the city all my life. You telling me right now? You I'm listening.
Now you got quiet.
Bugging right now. You bugging. First of all, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this.
No, you
I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this.
Guys, one at a time. One at a time, please. I have to get back to the show. One at a time. Come on. The Most High.
I'm gonna let him speak. Go ahead.
No, you have the floor, sir.
Oh no, I was gonna let him speak. I spoke. I'm gonna let him speak.
Yeah, you bugging. I mean, he knows where the violence comes from. The Most Dry is not stupid. He lives in the same city as me. He sees the same crime rate, the same violence that I do where we live. And like I said, I'm talking about a pattern of behavior. It's not about the color of the person. We're supposed to judge each other on the content of our character. And when there's a pattern, whether it's Carnival Cruise Line has to make special rules, the rodeo now, after it's been there forever, now they got to make special rules. You know, Ruth Chris got to make special rules. Carmine's here in the city, as you know, has become a trendy hip-hop place. It never was that. Now it's a trendy hip-hop place. It used to be a place we go to and get dressed up as, because it's a family-style restaurant. You go to your family. Now you go in there, and it's everybody who want to be a rapper, wearing fake ice, pants down to the back of their knees, you know what I'm saying, chewing with their mouth open, let me get some Hennessy, so let's not even go there. The culture has decimated, man, and we're blaming YNs.
All right, guys, I got to take other calls. Rory, I got to take other calls. I appreciate you calling back. I'm going to sign off with you, okay? Rory?
All good.
All right, salute.
All good.
Okay, thank you, man.
Peace, salute.
Okay, peace. The Most High, you have the final words. I got to get some ice for my beer. Houston, sit tight. Let me tell Houston to hang on. Houston, I'll be right there.
Yo,
I know you're in the queue. Hold on, Houston. Stay there. The Most High, please land your planes.
Yo, my thing, Star, is that there's people that call in and they have either little or no interaction with black folk on a regular day at all. 7 days a week, the closest they ever gonna get to somebody black is watching black buffoonery on the news or watching black buffoonery on social media. So you don't even encounter these people, but you sit back disgusted at what you see. And it's like I said, nobody rooted in righteousness can ever condone bad behavior. But don't make it look like the whole city is like that. Crime in New York is way down. The problem is, Rory, you so pussy that you scared to go to them spots because you do see black people there. And you know if you try to get drunk.
The Most High, he's gone. I got to go. He's gone.
Oh, he's gone?
Yeah,
damn.
I appreciate
I'm going to call back. Every time he call, getting on some FBA nonsense, I'm on his neck with his corny ass. Peace, Lord.
Salute. Peace. Okay. Is that my nigga tapping in Friday night, repping the 713 Houston?
My nigga, what's popping with you? What's popping with you? Sound like you got LGBT on you, dog.
Listen,
what's wrong with that dude?
I'm not.
That
listen,
dude.
I'm okay, but I mean, I'm wondering, Deeds is wondering if that person is fighting something with them. But listen, never mind him. The Houston Livestock
He ain't
Show.
fighting nothing. He good.
The Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. This thing brings in millions of people. This is a week-long or more than a week-long event. Have you ever been to it, Houston?
Yeah, I went to the Bon B first show in 2022. Me and my wife went to the takeover.
Okay.
But we kicked it and had a good time. The thing that's going on with the rodeo right now, they had that spring break down there at the same time.
Okay.
So it was a bunch of like 2 million. They said 2.7, but I think it was probably like at 3 million people coming in.
Okay.
Because I think they was closing down everything in Florida, so they was out here. And a bunch of them videos of fighting, what you saw was like white boys and people that look white, could have been Mexicans, Central Americans, because, they got also the soccer coming here. So ain't no telling that was all in there. With soccer, them fans fight. So it was a blend of all that. And as far as like the dress code, they've been trying to enforce that for a couple of years, but the white girls be out there dressed like that too. And then it's not like what you think. Cause they really don't be having fights like that out there at that Rodeo Houston. Them people don't play about that money. That's big money right there.
Okay.
And then like the fights that you see, the YNs that's out there, those were spring breakers mixed in with what we already had here. But them niggas here know not to even fight out there at the rodeo. So I think it was that blend of spring break that was out here. And then, you know, that's all it was. Because as far as that, every time the rodeo season come around, it lasts almost a month. And then it goes, and then you got to think March Madness going on, and then these people be having like March Madness parties and clubs. It'd be a lot going on out here.
Let me jump in here for a second because I've never been to that event, but I can just imagine, you know, the financial impact, as you've said, that it makes. We're talking Houston, Texas, and a lot of people got guns, and it kind of says to me, if young niggas get to doing the most and start the shooting, there's a high probability that they will then get shot before they even get off the grounds. Yes, no?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it go down out here. You notice like a lot of the rappers.
So therefore, they are forced to fight it out, as opposed to shooting it out. I'm just guessing. I don't know the area.
Oh yeah, they forced to, but they can't get in there with guns, so they gonna fight it out. But a lot of them, the fights you can see it was like Mexicans and white boys and niggas that want to be with them, or I don't know, they were just getting it out. But that was mostly due to spring break. Them people don't be playing like that out there at the rodeo. Man, them folks probably got all kind of charges on them because them folks pay $1 million for a cow.
Right.
Out there, man. They ain't trying to, man, don't be playing like that. They ain't trying to have none of that around them. And then they trying to get the, you know, they got at least 7 other World Soccer games going on out here, too.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. And then, like, man, it's a whole lot of money going through here. They ain't trying to have that around here. That's why they was, the spring break was going on at the same time. That's why all that was going on. But the rodeo had been going on a couple of weeks before that. They have headliners at the rodeo. All them white boys and white people we ain't never heard of, headline rodeo. There's out there doing shows. I'm like, who the hell is that? I don't be knowing these white people, man. They be like country star, this and that. I'm like,
Houston, can I jump in for a second? Now, you're in Houston, Texas, for those who don't know. Mama Tina's Gumbo, it was shut down, but it has reopened. Did you know that? Beyonce's mother's Gumbo, someone from the family supposedly contacted the Department of Health. They shut it down and they reopened it. You have speed on that?
Somebody from the family did that. I saw it got shut down, but I was seeing a lot of videos of people throwing it up. I said it looked like some old water that slave feet was soaking in. I was like, I wouldn't eat that. And then they talking about this. They were talking about her ass was charging $27 for half a pint of that shit or something. I'm like, man, she done lost her wicked ass mind. She looked crazy.
Easy. I don't want no legal smoke from Beyonce's mother. She's probably a Christian, and a good woman. Let's slow that down. Go ahead.
Yeah, and I'm an archbishop, but I'm just saying I'm not eating that because gumbo like that out there, man. That woman don't know what the hell she's doing out there. Because like if the health department shut you down right on the rodeo grounds, that means it's bad. You got to, and then there's somebody in the family.
She got a hater on her tail.
A
hater.
Yeah, salute to them. I don't like Beyonce no way, so I don't care. Then she left that good Archbishop Matthew Knowles, man. She left the Archbishop. I don't play with her, dog. How you gonna leave the Archbishop? Set up there and built that kingdom, and you gonna leave it? What's wrong with
Hey Houston, I gotta take other calls. I appreciate you. Thank you for your patience. When are you streaming live, man? Because you sent me some information. Come on.
I'm gonna go live on Therapy Radio 808. I'm gonna go live later on tonight or early in the morning, about 2:00 in the morning, late night or 2. So go to Therapy Radio 808. Thank you for all your support,
Yes,
man.
sir.
I appreciate you.
Thank you, man.
Already.
Yeah, let's be careful talking about Tina Knowles, boy. She's up on the gram clapping at niggas. Baka. Hey, thank you for your donation, Ralph. Wow. Okay. Okay. Chuck Norris family. One of his family members passed when they were 103. Hey, man, I liked Chuck Norris. You know, I liked him, and I've seen many of his films and so on and so forth. Guys, thank you for your donations. This is Friday night show. Something else I want to mention here. Hold on. God, I'm drawing a blank. Oh, a little bit later, I want to play two videos. One with regards to Iran hanging a wrestler, 19-year-old wrestler from the national wrestling team. You guys up to speed? We'll talk about it. Hey there, area code 973. I got your donation. Thank you so much. Are you there? 973.
How you doing, Stars? Mr. Lottery, I sent you the emails.
Hey, what's up, man? Yes, you sent me the detailed emails with regards to the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. Please.
Yes. I didn't go this year, but I went last year.
Okay.
And it's basically a New Jersey Meadowlands carnival, but Texas Western style.
Okay.
Overpriced food, not that good. But they have this thing called mutt busting where the kids ride the lambs like cowboys.
Okay.
That's very fun.
Okay.
And everything. Great to look at. The livestock, the kids get to pet the animals, ride horses. Then they have the old rodeo thing.
Okay.
And they have concerts. But as far as the fights and everything, it's like that all year round here. They are allowed to drink alcohol at 8 a.m. in the morning.
Okay.
And that's different from Jersey where you have to wait, I think, at least 10 or 11 a.m. So the rodeo starts, people have been drinking all day, get hot, fighting, that breaks out.
Okay.
But it's not just black people. It's like Houston said, there's white people here fighting, Mexicans fighting. They just don't publicize that on TV as much as you see us.
With everything that you've just said, and I appreciate again the information that you've sent and the details about the event itself. Do you think that a certain element now is taking out their issues and looking for ops? Let's be honest. At what used to be family-oriented events. Yes, white people do what hang on. Yes, white people do what they do. Creators of atom bombs and other things. School shooters.
Correct.
But is there a certain element now that we, and I use the word we very lightly, taxpayers, law-abiding citizens, I don't support tribalism, but that we need to be concerned about because, again, they have this thing where, they want to air it out in public. I'm talking about young black males. You speak to that?
Well, that is, I think, the crack baby generation. A lot of these kids are, chemically imbalanced and things of that nature. And you have meth heads out there that are young as well, busting shots and doing reckless things. So it's the upbringing, I think it's that. And sometimes when you have a lot of testosterone and hormones going into young kids, they get anxious, and when they see certain things, they want to prove their masculinity by fighting. The gay leprechaun with the mesh mouth teeth, he said he used to go to clubs and sneak guns in. That's another example of how he did back in the day in New York. So, different things.
But you're not excusing the behavior, are you? Because I don't give a goddamn how they were raised. I don't want to be the one who has to now pay more taxes, to help them. Do we have a problem in America? Is it the culture? Never mind hip hop. Do we have a cultural problem in America?
I'm not sure if I would say it's a cultural problem. We see it more now with all the cameras and the instant live footage that we see. But this type of thing has been happening for decades before us, and it's probably going to keep happening. When you have a whole bunch of people drinking wild and crazy, things happen. I mean, you got the city of Philadelphia. They got to put grease on the pole so people can't climb up, whether they win or not.
Oh my God!
Then you got the Bills Mafia people who flip on the football tables at the tailgating. It happens all over. So it's not the people. It's the alcohol and the drugs. That's what I would say causes a lot of problems at these major events.
Okay.
Because when it's
now you're born and raised in the Houston, Texas area. I forget.
No. I'm from North New Jersey. I moved out here 3 years ago.
Okay, so you've been there 3 years. Okay. The shootings and other things down there, you know, in Houston, Texas, and Amarillo and other places, are they different? I mean, I would imagine they are from up north. You know, I like the South in terms of people having guns because it slows down the road rage. Would you agree?
You can blow your horn down here if it's not a disrespect, and you will get something let off in you, and they will drive off because the cops not going to find them.
Now
I've seen that on the news.
You can blow your horn, but just don't start doing the most. You know, rolling up somebody's window and F you and all that extra shit because the rockets will get to ripping. But okay, well listen, I appreciate the emails, the information. What else is it that you want people to know? You're there. Or is this just it's not that deep, it's gonna pass, it's just people doing the most and we're overreacting. What say you?
I think it's a little bit of everything. People overreacting and doing the most.
Okay.
Some of the outfits were outrageous because I work not too far from there.
Okay.
And I seen them come. I mean, it looks like these women come and dress like strippers, and it's all different, all different ages, colors, and sizes.
Yeah.
And it's supposed to be a family event, and it looks like a Greek fest or a Freaknik or something like that.
Okay. I appreciate the information on the call. Thank you.
All right, take care. Thank you.
Yes, sir.